aren't. Hello, and welcome to the Mindful Zone. I'm so glad you've chosen to spend this time with me today. Whether you're here because you're curious about meditation, looking for ways to improve your sleep, or simply seeking a moment of peace in your busy day, you've come to the right place. In our modern world, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We juggle work, relationships, responsibilities, and endless distractions, all while trying to stay healthy, happy, and grounded. But amidst all the noise, there's a quiet path that offers profound relief. The ancient practices of Buddhism, mindfulness, and meditation. These tools have been helping people find peace and balance for thousands of years, and they can do the same for you. Today we're going to focus on how these practices can help you achieve deep, restorative sleep, a cornerstone of physical health, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. Sleep is not just something we do at the end of the day, it's essential for repairing our bodies, processing emotions, and preparing us for whatever tomorrow may bring. Yet so many of us struggle to fall asleep easily, stay asleep through the night, or wake up feeling truly refreshed. That's where this video comes in. Over the next 2 hours, we'll explore practical techniques rooted in Buddhist philosophy, mindfulness, and meditation that can transform your relationship with sleep and with yourself. You don't need any prior experience to follow along. Everything we'll cover is designed to be warm, accessible, and deeply relaxing. As we move forward, I invite you to let go of expectations and simply be present. There's no pressure to get it right. This is your time to slow down, breathe deeply, and connect with the stillness within you. Before we dive in, take a moment to settle into your space. If you're sitting, adjust your posture so you feel supported yet relaxed. If you're lying down, allow your body to sink into the surface beneath you. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or keep them open and soft. Let the rhythm of your breath guide you back to the present moment. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Now let's begin by exploring why deep sleep matters, not just for your nights, but for your days as well. Together, we'll uncover simple yet powerful practices that can help you release stress, quiet your mind, and create a sanctuary of peace within yourself. By the end of this journey, my hope is that you'll feel equipped with tools you can use every single day to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Thank you for being here. Let's step onto this path together. Chapter 1. The Power of Deep Sleep. Deep sleep is one of the most vital yet often overlooked aspects of our well-being. It's not just about closing your eyes and drifting off. It's a profound state where your body and mind undergo essential repairs, restoration, and rejuvenation. To truly understand its importance, let's explore what happens during deep sleep, why so many people struggle to achieve it, and how practices rooted in Buddhism, mindfulness, and meditation can help you unlock its transformative potential. When we talk about sleep, we're actually referring to several distinct stages that cycle throughout the night. There's light sleep, REM sleep, where dreams occur, and then there's deep sleep, also known as slow wave sleep. This is the phase where your brain waves slow down significantly, transitioning from beta and alpha waves into delta waves. During this time, your body works hard to repair tissues, build bone and muscle, regulate hormones, strengthen the immune system, and consolidate memories. Think of it as your nightly reset button, a chance for your body to heal and prepare for the demands of the next day. Without sufficient deep sleep, you may wake up feeling groggy, irritable, or physically drained, even if you've spent hours in bed. Unfortunately, many of us are missing out on this critical stage of rest. Stress, anxiety, poor sleep habits, and an overactive mind often stand in the way. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, unable to stop thinking about the events of the day or worrying about tomorrow? Or perhaps you fall asleep only to wake up repeatedly throughout the night, leaving you exhausted to the next morning. These experiences are all too common in our fast-paced, hyper-connected world. The constant stimulation from screens, work pressures, and personal responsibilities keeps our minds racing long after we climb into bed. And when we finally do drift off, the quality of our sleep is often compromised by unresolved tension and scattered thoughts. This is where Buddhism, mindfulness, and meditation step in as powerful allies. These ancient practices offer tools to calm the nervous system, quiet the mind, and create the conditions necessary for deep, restorative sleep. At their core, they teach us how to cultivate presence, the ability to fully inhabit the current moment without judgment. When we practice being present, we train ourselves to focus on what's happening right now, rather than ruminating about the past or worrying about the future. This skill is particularly valuable when it comes to sleep, because racing thoughts are one of the biggest barriers to falling and staying asleep. By learning to anchor our attention in the present, we can break the cycle of mental chatter that keeps us awake. Another key principle these practices emphasize is compassion, both for ourselves and others. Often we carry guilt, frustration, or self-criticism into bed, which can make relaxation feel impossible. Through mindfulness and meditation, we learn to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, creating a safe inner environment where sleep can naturally occur. For example, instead of berating yourself for not falling asleep quickly, you might gently remind yourself that rest will come in its own time. This shift in perspective can reduce the pressure and anxiety that often exacerbate insomnia. Let's take a closer look at how each of these practices contributes to better sleep. Buddhism, with its rich tradition of wisdom, offers insights that resonate deeply with the challenges of modern life. One of the central teachings of Buddhism is impermanence, the idea that everything changes, including our thoughts, emotions, and circumstances. When applied to sleep, this concept reminds us that difficult feelings like restlessness or worry won't last forever. Recognizing their temporary nature can diminish their power over us, allowing us to approach bedtime with greater equanimity. Similarly, the Buddhist principle of interconnectedness fosters a sense of belonging and ease. Knowing that we're part of something larger than ourselves can alleviate feelings of isolation or overwhelm that sometimes creep in at night. Mindfulness complements these teachings by training us to observe our thoughts and sensations without attachment or resistance. Instead of getting caught up in the stories our minds create, we learn to notice them objectively and let them pass. This skill is invaluable for managing stress and anxiety, two common culprits of poor sleep. Imagine lying in bed and noticing a thought arise, "I have so much to do tomorrow." Rather than spiraling into a cascade of worries, mindfulness allows you to acknowledge the thought, thank your mind for trying to protect you, and then gently return your focus to your breath or another calming anchor. Over time, this practice creates a sense of spaciousness in your mind, making it easier to drift off peacefully. Meditation takes these principles a step further by offering structured techniques to quiet the mind and relax the body. Whether it's focusing on your breath, repeating a soothing mantra, or visualizing a serene scene, meditation provides a pathway to stillness. Scientific studies have shown that regular meditation reduces cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress, and promotes relaxation, both of which are crucial for preparing the body and mind for deep sleep. Meditation also helps regulate the autonomic nervous system, shifting it from a state of fight or flight to rest and digest. This shift is essential for initiating and maintaining restorative sleep. By calming the nervous system, meditation creates an internal environment conducive to falling asleep more easily and staying asleep throughout the night. One specific type of meditation that's particularly effective for sleep is loving-kindness meditation, or metta in Buddhist tradition. This practice involves cultivating feelings of warmth, kindness, and compassion toward yourself and others. Before bed, taking a few moments to silently repeat phrases like, "May I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be free from suffering," can help dissolve any lingering tension or negativity. Extending these wishes to loved ones or even challenging individuals in your life can further expand your sense of connection and ease. The act of intentionally generating positive emotions has been shown to reduce stress and promote a sense of safety and contentment, key ingredients for a good night's rest. Another powerful tool is body scan meditation, which involves systematically bringing awareness to different parts of your body, starting from your toes and moving upward. As you focus on each area, you gently release any tension you notice, inviting relaxation to spread throughout your entire being. This practice not only helps physically relax the body, but also anchors your attention in the present moment, preventing your mind from wandering into stressful territory. Many people find that a body scan meditation performed just before bed serves as a bridge between wakefulness and sleep, easing the transition into slumber. Breath-focused meditations are equally beneficial. Your breath is always with you, making it an accessible anchor for mindfulness. By concentrating on the sensation of your inhales and exhales, you can steady your mind and calm your nervous system. If your thoughts begin to wander, which they inevitably will, you simply acknowledge them without judgment and return your focus to your breathing. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to stay grounded, reducing the mental chatter that often disrupts sleep. A simple yet profound technique is the 4-7-8 breathing method. Inhale for a count of 4, hold your breath for 7 counts, and exhale slowly for 8 counts. This pattern slows your heart rate and signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Beyond formal meditation practices, mindfulness can be woven into your daily routine to support better sleep. For example, paying attention to how you move through your evening can make a significant difference. Are you rushing through tasks right up until bedtime, leaving your mind buzzing with activity? Or are you creating space for quiet, intentional actions that signal to your body that it's time to rest? Simple rituals like drinking herbal tea, journaling, or practicing gentle stretches can serve as mindful transitions from the busyness of the day to the stillness of night. These small acts of self-care send a message to your brain that it's safe to let go and prepare for sleep. The importance of creating a sleep-friendly environment cannot be overstated. While mindfulness and meditation address the internal factors affecting sleep, your external surroundings play a critical role as well. Consider the sensory inputs in your bedroom. Is it dark enough, quiet enough, cool enough? Removing distractions such as electronic devices and ensuring your mattress and pillows are comfortable can greatly enhance your chances of achieving deep sleep. You might also incorporate elements inspired by Buddhist principles such as simplicity and harmony. A clutter-free space adorned with calming colors, natural materials, or perhaps a small altar with objects that hold personal meaning can evoke a sense of peace and sanctuary. Gratitude is another cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy that aligns beautifully with improving sleep. Reflecting on the positives in your life before bed can shift your mindset from one of lack or worry to abundance and appreciation. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude reduces stress and increases feelings of happiness and fulfillment. Try keeping a gratitude journal next to your bed and writing down 3 things you're thankful for each night. They don't have to be monumental. They could be as simple as enjoying a warm meal, receiving a kind word, or witnessing a beautiful sunset. Focusing on these moments of joy primes your mind for positivity, setting the stage for peaceful dreams. Finally, let's talk about consistency. Like any skill, cultivating deep sleep through mindfulness and meditation requires patience and practice. It's important to approach this journey with realistic expectations and self-compassion. Some nights will feel easier than others, and that's perfectly okay. What matters most is showing up consistently, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Over time, these small efforts compound, leading to lasting improvements in your sleep quality and overall well-being. In summary, deep sleep is a cornerstone of health and happiness, yet many of us struggle to achieve it due to stress, anxiety, and lifestyle factors. By embracing the wisdom of Buddhism, the power of mindfulness, and the transformative effects of meditation, we can create the conditions necessary for restful nights and energized days. Whether it's practicing loving kindness, engaging in breath-focused techniques, or designing a calming bedtime ritual, there are countless ways to nurture your mind and body for better sleep. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every step you take brings you closer to the deep, nourishing rest your body and soul crave. As we move forward into the next chapters, we'll delve deeper into specific practices and strategies you can use to integrate these teachings into your daily life. Together, we'll explore how to harness the full potential of mindfulness and meditation to transform not only your sleep, but your entire relationship with yourself and the world around you. Chapter 2: Understanding Buddhism and its relevance to modern life. Buddhism, with its rich history, spanning over 2,500 years, offers timeless wisdom that feels remarkably relevant to the challenges of modern life. At first glance, it might seem like an ancient philosophy far removed from our fast-paced, technology-driven world. But when we delve deeper, we discover that its core teachings provide profound insights into how we can live more peacefully, mindfully, and harmoniously, not just in our waking hours, but also in our quest for restorative sleep. At the heart of Buddhism lies the Four Noble Truths, which serve as a framework for understanding suffering and finding liberation from it. The first truth acknowledges that suffering, referred to as dukkha in Pali, is an inherent part of human existence. This doesn't mean life is perpetually painful. Rather, it highlights the reality that dissatisfaction, stress, and unease are inevitable aspects of living. Whether it's the frustration of being stuck in traffic, the anxiety of looming deadlines, or the restlessness that keeps us awake at night, we all encounter moments of discomfort. By recognizing this universal truth, we begin to see our struggles not as personal failures, but as shared experiences that connect us to others. The second truth identifies the root cause of suffering: attachment, craving, and aversion. We cling to things we desire, success, relationships, material possessions, and resist what we don't want, such as failure, loss, or uncertainty. This push and pull dynamic creates tension within us, often manifesting as stress, worry, or insomnia. For example, have you ever found yourself lying awake, unable to stop thinking about something you're worried might happen, or replaying a past event you wish had gone differently? These mental patterns stem from our tendency to grasp at control and resist impermanence, both of which Buddhism teaches us to observe and release. The third truth offers hope. Liberation from suffering is possible, known as nirodha. This cessation of suffering arises when we let go of attachment and embrace the present moment exactly as it is. Imagine lying in bed without clinging to the need for perfect sleep or resisting the thoughts that arise. Instead, you simply allow yourself to be, trusting that rest will come naturally. This radical acceptance transforms your relationship with sleep and with life itself, from one of struggle to one of ease. Finally, the fourth truth outlines the path to liberation, the Eightfold Path. While traditionally seen as a guide to enlightenment, the Eightfold Path provides practical steps for cultivating mindfulness, ethical conduct, and wisdom in everyday life. Let's explore how these principles can support your journey toward better sleep and overall well-being. Right view. This involves seeing reality clearly, free from distorted perceptions. When applied to sleep, right view means acknowledging that occasional restless nights are normal and not a reflection of personal failure. It also encourages us to recognize the interconnectedness of our habits, such as diet and exercise and screen time, and their impact on our ability to rest. Right intention. Right intention focuses on cultivating wholesome motivations, such as kindness, compassion, and renunciation. Before bed, setting an intention to let go of the day's worries and nurture yourself with care can create a positive mindset conducive to sleep. For instance, instead of replaying stressful scenarios in your mind, you might silently affirm, "I release what no longer serves me and welcome peace." Right speech. Though primarily concerned with verbal communication, right speech extends to the way we talk to ourselves. Self-criticism and negative self-talk can exacerbate anxiety and disrupt sleep. Practicing gentle, encouraging inner dialogue helps foster a sense of safety and relaxation. Right action, this principle emphasizes ethical behavior and harmlessness. In the context of sleep, right action might involve adopting healthy habits, such as avoiding caffeine late in the day, creating a calming bedtime routine, or minimizing exposure to blue light from screens. Each small choice contributes to a foundation of balance and harmony. Right livelihood. Traditionally referring to earning a living in ways that align with Buddhist values, right livelihood can also inspire us to evaluate whether our daily activities support our well-being. Are you constantly overworking, sacrificing rest for productivity? Shifting toward a lifestyle that prioritizes sustainability and self-care can improve both your sleep and your quality of life. Right effort. Right effort involves cultivating positive states of mind while letting go of unhelpful ones. When it comes to sleep, this means gently redirecting your attention away from anxious thoughts and toward calming anchors such as your breath or a soothing visualization. It's not about forcing yourself to relax, but rather creating the conditions for relaxation to arise naturally. Right mindfulness. Mindfulness is the cornerstone of Buddhist practice and a powerful tool for improving sleep. By training ourselves to stay present, we reduce the tendency to ruminate about the past or worry about the future. Simple practices like focusing on your breath, observing sensations in your body, or noticing sounds around you can help anchor your mind in the here and now, making it easier to drift off. Right concentration. Also known as meditative absorption, right concentration deepens our ability to sustain focus and enter states of profound calm. Regular meditation practice enhances our capacity to quiet the mind and access deeper levels of relaxation, paving the way for restful sleep. Beyond the Eightfold Path, Buddhism teaches the importance of impermanence, anicca non-self, anatta, and interconnectedness. Impermanence reminds us that everything changes, including our thoughts, emotions, and circumstances. When we apply this understanding to sleep, we realize that periods of insomnia or restlessness are temporary. Non-self challenges the notion of a fixed, separate identity, encouraging us to see ourselves as part of a larger web of existence. This perspective fosters a sense of belonging and reduces feelings of isolation that often accompany sleep difficulties. Interconnectedness reinforces the idea that our actions ripple outward, affecting not only our own well-being but also the collective consciousness of those around us. One of the most beautiful aspects of Buddhism is its emphasis on compassion, both for ourselves and others. In today's hyper-competitive world, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and perfectionism. However, Buddhism invites us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially during challenging times. If you're struggling with sleep, instead of berating yourself for tossing and turning, you might offer yourself words of comfort such as, "It's okay, I'm doing the best I can." This shift in attitude can dissolve resistance and create space for healing. Meditation plays a central role in Buddhist practice, offering concrete techniques to cultivate mindfulness, concentration, and insight. Whether it's sitting quietly and observing your breath, practicing loving-kindness meditation, or engaging in mindful movement like yoga or walking meditation, these practices train the mind to become more stable and serene. Over time, they reduce stress, enhance emotional regulation, and promote a sense of inner peace, all of which contribute to better sleep. In addition to formal meditation, Buddhism encourages us to bring mindfulness into every aspect of our lives. From eating and working to interacting with others, we can infuse each moment with awareness and intention. This holistic approach ensures that mindfulness isn't confined to specific periods of practice, but becomes a way of being. When it comes to sleep, integrating mindfulness into your evening routine can make a significant difference. For example, savoring a cup of herbal tea, taking slow, deliberate steps as you prepare for bed, or pausing to appreciate the stillness of the night can signal to your body and mind that it's time to wind down. Another key teaching of Buddhism is the middle way, the path of moderation between extremes. In our modern culture, we often oscillate between overindulgence and deprivation, whether it's consuming too much caffeine or pushing ourselves to the brink of exhaustion. The middle way invites us to find balance in all areas of life, including sleep. Rather than obsessing over achieving a certain number of hours or striving for perfect rest, we learn to listen to our bodies and honor their needs with gentleness and flexibility. Lastly, Buddhism reminds us that true happiness comes not from external achievements, but from inner contentment. No amount of success, wealth, or recognition can compensate for chronic stress or poor sleep. By turning inward and nurturing qualities like gratitude, patience, and equanimity, we create a foundation of lasting peace that transcends fleeting circumstances. As you embark on this journey of exploring Buddhism, mindfulness, and meditation, remember that the goal isn't to eliminate challenges altogether, but to meet them with grace and resilience. In conclusion, Buddhism offers a treasure trove of wisdom that speaks directly to the needs of modern life. Its teachings on impermanence, compassion, and the nature of suffering illuminate the path to greater clarity, calm, and connection. By incorporating these principles into your daily routine, you can transform not only your sleep, but your entire relationship with yourself and the world around you. As we move forward, we'll explore specific mindfulness and meditation practices designed to deepen your understanding and application of these timeless truths. Together, we'll uncover how to harness the power of presence, kindness, and stillness to create a life filled with rest, joy, and fulfillment. Chapter 3. What is mindfulness, really? Mindfulness is a term that has gained widespread attention in recent years, but what does it truly mean? And how can it transform your life, including your ability to sleep deeply and restfully? At its essence, mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment with curiosity, openness, and without judgment. It's about fully engaging with whatever you're doing right now, whether it's sipping tea, walking through nature, or simply breathing. This simple yet profound concept has roots in ancient Buddhist teachings, but its applications are incredibly relevant to modern life, especially when it comes to managing stress, calming the mind, and creating conditions for better sleep. To understand mindfulness more deeply, let's break it down into its core components. First, there's awareness. Awareness means noticing what's happening inside and outside of you, the sensations in your body, the thoughts passing through your mind, the sounds around you, or the emotions rising and falling. Often we move through life on autopilot, barely registering these details. We might eat a meal while scrolling through our phones, drive home from work without remembering the journey, or lie in bed consumed by worries instead of feeling the softness of the sheets beneath us. Mindfulness invites us to wake up to the richness of each moment, cultivating a sense of presence that anchors us in the here and now. The second component is non-judgment. Non-judgment doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is fine. Rather, it involves observing your experiences, whether pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, with a sense of curiosity and acceptance. For example, if you notice tension in your shoulders as you prepare for bed, instead of criticizing yourself for holding on to stress, you might simply acknowledge, there's tension. This act of noticing without labeling something as good or bad reduces resistance and allows you to respond with greater clarity and compassion. When applied to sleep, non-judgment helps you release frustration over insomnia or racing thoughts, creating space for relaxation to unfold naturally. Finally, mindfulness emphasizes intentionality. Every action becomes an opportunity to bring your full attention to the task at hand. Whether it's brushing your teeth, stretching before bed, or practicing a guided meditation, approaching each activity with purpose transforms mundane routines into moments of connection and grounding. By infusing your day and your evenings with mindful intention, you create a seamless transition from wakefulness to sleep, signaling to your body and mind that it's time to rest. So, why does mindfulness matter so much for sleep? The answer lies in its ability to quiet the mind and relax the nervous system. One of the biggest obstacles to falling asleep is mental chatter, the endless stream of thoughts, worries, and to-do lists that swirl around in our heads. Mindfulness teaches us how to step back from this internal noise and observe it objectively, like clouds drifting across the sky. Instead of getting caught up in the stories our minds create, we learn to notice them kindly and return our focus to the present moment. This shift not only reduces anxiety but also creates a sense of spaciousness in the mind, making it easier to drift off peacefully. Let's explore some practical ways to incorporate mindfulness into your daily life, particularly in the context of improving sleep. One of the simplest and most accessible techniques is mindful breathing. Your breath is always with you, making it a reliable anchor for awareness. To practice mindful breathing, start by finding a comfortable position, whether sitting upright or lying down, and close your eyes if that feels natural. Bring your attention to the sensation of your breath, entering and leaving your nostrils, filling your lungs, and expanding your abdomen. If your mind wanders, which it inevitably will, gently guide your focus back to your breath without self-criticism. Even just a few minutes of this practice can calm your nervous system and prepare your body for sleep. Another powerful tool is the body scan, which involves systematically bringing awareness to different parts of your body, starting from your toes and moving upward. As you focus on each area, notice any sensations you encounter: warmth, coolness, tingling, tension, and allow them to be exactly as they are. If you notice areas of tightness or discomfort, imagine sending your breath to those spots, inviting them to soften and release. A body scan performed before bed not only promotes physical relaxation but also trains your mind to stay focused on the present moment, reducing the likelihood of racing thoughts keeping you awake. Mindful movement practices such as yoga or Tai Chi are another excellent way to cultivate mindfulness while preparing your body for sleep. Gentle stretches and flowing movements help release stored tension, improve circulation, and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which governs rest and digestion. Pairing these exercises with conscious breathing amplifies their calming effects, leaving you feeling centered and ready for bed. You don't need to devote hours to these practices. Even 10 minutes of mindful movement can make a noticeable difference. In addition to formal practices, mindfulness can be woven into everyday activities to support better sleep. Consider your evening routine. Are you rushing through tasks right up until bedtime, leaving your mind buzzing with activity? Or are you creating space for quiet, intentional actions that signal to your body that it's time to wind down? Simple rituals like drinking herbal tea, journaling, or practicing gratitude can serve as mindful transitions from the busyness of the day to the stillness of night. These small acts of self-care send a message to your brain that it's safe to let go and prepare for sleep. Gratitude is another cornerstone of mindfulness that aligns beautifully with improving sleep. Reflecting on the positives in your life before bed shifts your mindset from one of lack or worry to abundance and appreciation. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude reduces stress and increases feelings of happiness and fulfillment. Try keeping a gratitude journal next to your bed and writing down 3 things you're thankful for each night. They don't have to be monumental. They could be as simple as enjoying a warm meal, receiving a kind word, or witnessing a beautiful sunset. Focusing on these moments of joy primes your mind for positivity, setting the stage for peaceful dreams. Mindful listening is another technique that can enhance your ability to relax and fall asleep. Before bed, take a few moments to tune into the sounds around you, the hum of the refrigerator, the rustle of leaves outside, or the distant chirping of crickets. Rather than tuning out background noise or viewing it as a distraction, embrace it as part of the tapestry of the present moment. This practice fosters a sense of connection to your environment and dissolves the boundaries between yourself and the world around you, promoting a deeper state of relaxation. It's also important to address the role of technology and screens in disrupting mindfulness and sleep. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to spend hours scrolling through social media, binge-watching shows, or checking emails late into the night. However, the blue light emitted by screens interferes with melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. Additionally, constant stimulation keeps your mind active and alert, preventing it from entering a restful state. Practicing digital mindfulness means being intentional about your screen use, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. Set boundaries for yourself, such as turning off devices an hour before bed or designating certain times of day for checking notifications. Creating a tech-free sanctuary in your bedroom reinforces the association between that space and rest. For those who struggle with intrusive thoughts or overwhelming emotions at night, mindfulness offers tools to navigate these challenges with grace. Instead of resisting difficult feelings or trying to push them away, mindfulness encourages you to acknowledge them with kindness and curiosity. For instance, if you find yourself lying awake worried about tomorrow's responsibilities, you might silently say to yourself, "I see you worry, thank you for trying to protect me, but I am safe right now." This compassionate dialogue reduces the intensity of negative emotions and creates space for calm to emerge. Visualization is another mindfulness technique that can aid in sleep. Before closing your eyes, imagine a peaceful scene, a serene beach at sunset, a tranquil forest bathed in moonlight, or a cozy cabin nestled in the mountains. Engage all your senses as you picture this place. Feel the warmth of the sand beneath your feet. Hear the gentle lapping of waves. Smell the fresh scent of pine trees. Visualization not only distracts your mind from stressful thoughts, but also activates the relaxation response, helping you drift off more easily. As you integrate mindfulness into your daily life, remember that consistency is key. Like any skill, mindfulness requires practice and patience. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's perfectly okay. What matters most is showing up consistently, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Over time, these small efforts compound, leading to lasting improvements in your sleep quality and overall well-being. In summary, mindfulness is far more than a buzzword. It's a way of living that invites us to engage fully with the present moment, free from judgment and attachment. Its benefits extend beyond better sleep to encompass every aspect of our lives, fostering greater clarity, resilience, and joy. By embracing practices like mindful breathing, body scans, gratitude, and visualization, we can create the conditions necessary for deep, restorative rest. And as we continue exploring the intersection of Buddhism, mindfulness, and meditation, we'll uncover even more tools to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Together, let's embark on this journey of discovery, knowing that each step brings us closer to the peace and tranquility we seek. Chapter 4: The Science Behind Meditation and Sleep. To truly appreciate the connection between meditation and sleep, it's important to understand the science behind how these practices affect the brain, body, and nervous system. While meditation has been practiced for thousands of years as a spiritual and philosophical discipline, modern research has begun to uncover its profound physiological and psychological benefits, many of which directly impact our ability to achieve deep, restorative sleep. By exploring this scientific foundation, we can gain a clearer understanding of why meditation is such a powerful tool for improving sleep and overall well-being. At the heart of meditation's effects on sleep lies its ability to influence the brain. Neuroscientific studies using advanced imaging techniques like MRI have shown that regular meditation leads to structural changes in key areas of the brain. For example, the hippocampus, a region associated with memory, learning, and emotional regulation, tends to increase in size among meditators. This growth enhances cognitive function and emotional resilience, both of which contribute to better mental health and improved sleep quality. On the flip side, meditation reduces activity and gray matter density in the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing fear and stress. When the amygdala is less reactive, we experience lower levels of anxiety and are better equipped to handle life's challenges without becoming overwhelmed. a crucial factor for falling asleep easily and staying asleep throughout the night. One of the most significant ways meditation impacts sleep is by modulating the autonomic nervous system, which governs involuntary functions such as heart rate, digestion, and breathing. The autonomic nervous system operates in two modes: the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, often referred to as the fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, PNS, known as the rest and digest mode. Chronic stress keeps the SNS in overdrive, flooding the body with cortisol and adrenaline, which not only disrupts sleep, but also takes a toll on physical and mental health. Meditation, particularly mindfulness-based practices, activates the PNS, promoting relaxation and reducing the physiological markers of stress. This shift creates an internal environment conducive to restful sleep, allowing the body to repair itself and prepare for the demands of the next day. Another fascinating aspect of meditation's impact on sleep is its effect on brainwave activity. Our brains operate at different frequencies, depending on our state of consciousness. During wakefulness, especially when we're alert or stressed, our brains predominantly produce beta waves characterized by fast, irregular oscillations. As we relax, alpha waves emerge, signaling a calmer, more reflective state. Theta waves dominate during light sleep and REM phases, while delta waves correspond to deep, restorative sleep. Studies have shown that meditation increases the prevalence of alpha and theta waves even while awake, helping practitioners access states of calm focus and heightened awareness. Over time, this increased flexibility in brainwave patterns makes it easier to transition into deeper stages of sleep, including slow-wave sleep, where the body performs essential repairs. The role of mindfulness meditation in regulating emotions is another critical piece of the puzzle. Sleep difficulties often stem from unresolved emotional tension, whether it's lingering anger from a disagreement, sadness about a loss, or anxiety about the future. Mindfulness meditation teaches us to observe our emotions without judgment, creating distance between ourselves and our feelings. This practice doesn't eliminate emotions altogether. Rather, it allows us to process them in healthier ways, preventing them from spiraling out of control. For instance, if you find yourself lying awake ruminating about a stressful situation, mindfulness helps you acknowledge the thought, label it, "this is worry," and let it pass without getting entangled in its narrative. This skill not only reduces emotional reactivity but also fosters a sense of inner peace that supports sound sleep. Beyond its direct effects on the brain and nervous system, meditation influences hormonal balance, which plays a vital role in sleep regulation. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, follows a natural circadian rhythm, peaking in the morning to help us wake up and tapering off in the evening to facilitate sleep. However, chronic stress disrupts this cycle, leading to elevated cortisol levels at night that interfere with rest. Regular meditation lowers baseline cortisol levels, restoring balance to the body's stress response system. Additionally, meditation boosts the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep-wake cycles. Research has shown that individuals who meditate consistently exhibit higher nighttime melatonin levels, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Sleep disorders such as insomnia have also been the subject of numerous studies examining the efficacy of meditation-based interventions. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, is widely regarded as one of the most effective treatments for chronic sleep problems, and many of its core components overlap with mindfulness and meditation practices. Techniques like cognitive restructuring, which involves identifying and challenging negative thought patterns related to sleep, align closely with mindfulness principles. Similarly, relaxation exercises used in CBTI, such as progressive muscle relaxation and guided imagery, mirror meditative approaches aimed at calming the mind and body. Meta-analyses of randomized controlled trials have demonstrated that mindfulness-based programs, including mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, and mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT, significantly improve sleep outcomes for individuals struggling with insomnia and other sleep disturbances. While meditation encompasses a wide range of techniques, certain styles are particularly well suited for enhancing sleep. Loving-kindness meditation, or metta, focuses on cultivating feelings of compassion and goodwill towards oneself and others. Before bed, taking a few moments to silently repeat phrases like, "May I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be free from suffering," can dissolve residual tension and negativity, creating a sense of safety and contentment. Extending these wishes to loved ones or even challenging individuals in your life expands your sense of connection and ease, further supporting restful sleep. Another style, transcendental meditation, TM, involves silently repeating a mantra to settle the mind into a state of deep relaxation. Practitioners report reduced anxiety, improved mood, and enhanced sleep quality after incorporating TM into their daily routines. Breath-focused meditations are equally beneficial for sleep. Your breath serves as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious mind, making it an ideal anchor for mindfulness. By concentrating on the sensation of your inhales and exhales, you steady your mind and calm your nervous system. If your thoughts begin to wander, which they inevitably will, you simply acknowledge them without judgment and return your focus to your breathing. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to stay grounded, reducing the mental chatter that often disrupts sleep. A simple yet profound technique is the 4-7-8 breathing method. Inhale for a count of 4, hold your breath for 7 counts, and exhale slowly for 8 counts. This pattern slows your heart rate and signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Visualization meditations offer another pathway to relaxation and sleep. Before closing your eyes, imagine a peaceful scene, a serene beach at sunset, a tranquil forest bathed in moonlight, or a cozy cabin nestled in the mountains. Engage all your senses as you picture this place. Feel the warmth of the sand beneath your feet. Hear the gentle lapping of waves, smell the fresh scent of pine trees. Visualization not only distracts your mind from stressful thoughts, but also activates the relaxation response, helping you drift off more easily. Guided meditations designed specifically for sleep often incorporate visualization techniques, leading listeners through soothing imagery and narratives that lull them into slumber. The benefits of meditation extend beyond individual sessions to create lasting changes in how we relate to ourselves and the world around us. One of the most transformative aspects of meditation is its capacity to foster self-awareness. Through consistent practice, we become more attuned to our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations, recognizing patterns that may sabotage our sleep. For example, you might notice that consuming caffeine late in the afternoon leaves you feeling wired at bedtime, or that scrolling through social media before bed heightens anxiety. Armed with this awareness, you can make informed choices that support your well-being, such as adjusting your diet, establishing a calming bedtime routine, or setting boundaries around screen use. Another key benefit of meditation is its ability to enhance emotional regulation. Many people struggle with sleep because they carry unresolved emotional baggage into bed, whether it's frustration from a difficult conversation, guilt over unfinished tasks, or sadness about a personal loss. Meditation provides a safe space to process these emotions, allowing them to surface, be acknowledged, and eventually dissipate. Over time, this practice builds emotional resilience, enabling you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater equanimity. When you approach bedtime with a calm and centered mind, sleep comes more naturally. In addition to its psychological benefits, meditation supports physical health in ways that indirectly improve sleep. Chronic inflammation, a common underlying factor in many illnesses, has been linked to poor sleep quality. Meditation reduces inflammatory markers in the body, promoting healing and recovery. It also improves cardiovascular health by lowering blood pressure, reducing heart rate variability, and enhancing circulation, all of which contribute to a state of relaxation conducive to sleep. Furthermore, meditation strengthens the immune system, ensuring that your body is better equipped to fend off infections and illnesses that could disrupt your rest. It's worth noting that meditation isn't a quick fix. Its benefits accumulate over time. Just as physical exercise requires consistency to yield results, so too does meditation. Starting with just 5 or 10 minutes a day and gradually increasing the duration can lead to significant improvements in sleep and overall well-being. Even short bursts of mindfulness throughout the day, such as taking 3 deep breaths before a meeting or pausing to notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground, can reinforce the skills you develop during formal meditation sessions, making it easier to apply them at bedtime. Finally, meditation fosters a mindset of acceptance and surrender, which is essential for overcoming resistance to sleep. Many people inadvertently sabotage their rest by clinging to rigid expectations, such as needing a specific number of hours or striving for uninterrupted slumber. Meditation teaches us to let go of attachment to outcomes and embrace impermanence, the idea that everything, including sleepless nights, is temporary. By adopting this perspective, you reduce the pressure and anxiety that often exacerbate insomnia, creating space for rest to arise naturally. In conclusion, the science behind meditation and sleep reveals a wealth of evidence supporting their interconnectedness. From altering brain structure and function to regulating hormones and reducing stress, meditation offers a holistic approach to improving sleep quality. Its diverse techniques, ranging from mindfulness and loving-kindness to breath-focused and visualization practices, provide practical tools for calming the mind, relaxing the body, and preparing for restorative rest. As we continue exploring the intersection of Buddhism, mindfulness, and meditation, remember that these practices are not about perfection but progress. Each moment of presence, each act of kindness toward yourself brings you closer to the deep, nourishing sleep your body and soul crave. Together, let's harness the power of meditation to transform not only our nights but our entire relationship with ourselves and the world around us. Chapter 5. Guided Meditation for Relaxation. Guided meditation is one of the most accessible and effective tools for cultivating relaxation, calming the mind, and preparing your body for deep sleep. Unlike other forms of meditation that may require significant practice or self-direction, guided meditations provide structure and support, making them ideal for beginners and experienced practitioners alike. In this chapter, we'll explore the principles behind guided meditation, its specific benefits for sleep, and how to fully immerse yourself in the experience. By the end, you'll have a deeper understanding of how to use this powerful practice to release tension, quiet racing thoughts, and invite restful slumber. At its core, guided meditation involves following along with a narrator or instructor who leads you through a series of visualizations, breathing exercises, or mindfulness techniques. The guidance serves as an anchor, helping you stay focused and preventing your mind from wandering into stressful territory. This external support can be especially valuable when you're feeling overwhelmed or exhausted, as it allows you to surrender control and simply follow the instructions. For those struggling with sleep, guided meditations designed specifically for relaxation and sleep offer a gentle pathway to letting go of the day's worries and embracing stillness. One of the primary reasons guided meditation works so well for sleep is its ability to engage multiple senses simultaneously. As you listen to soothing words, imagine peaceful scenes, and focus on your breath or bodily sensations, your attention becomes fully absorbed in the present moment. This multi-sensory engagement distracts your mind from intrusive thoughts and creates a sense of immersion that mimics the early stages of falling asleep. Over time, practicing guided meditation trains your brain to associate these calming experiences with bedtime, reinforcing healthy sleep habits. Let's break down some of the key elements of guided meditation and how they contribute to relaxation and better sleep. First, there's the voice of the guide itself. A calm, steady, and compassionate tone has a naturally soothing effect, slowing your heart rate and signaling to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. The rhythm and cadence of the narration often mirror the natural flow of breathing, further encouraging your body to synchronize with a slower, more restful pace. Many guided meditations also incorporate ambient sounds, such as soft music, nature recordings, or white noise, to enhance the atmosphere of tranquility. These auditory cues help drown out distractions and create a cocoon of serenity around you. Visualization is another cornerstone of guided meditation, particularly when it comes to sleep. During a visualization exercise, you're invited to picture a calming scene in vivid detail, engaging all 5 senses to make the experience feel real. For example, you might imagine lying on a warm, sandy beach at sunset, feeling the gentle breeze on your skin, hearing the rhythmic crash of waves, and smelling the salty ocean air. By immersing yourself in this mental imagery, you effectively transport your mind away from stressors and into a space of peace and safety. Visualization not only distracts your conscious mind, but also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which governs rest and recovery. This physiological shift prepares your body for deep sleep by lowering cortisol levels, reducing muscle tension, and promoting a state of profound relaxation. Breathing exercises are frequently woven into guided meditations to deepen their impact. Focused attention on the breath serves as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious mind, helping to anchor you in the present moment. Simple techniques like inhaling deeply through your nose, holding the breath briefly, and exhaling slowly through your mouth can activate the relaxation response, slowing your heart rate and easing physical tension. Some guided meditations include specific patterns, such as the 4-7-8 method. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8, or alternate nostril breathing, both of which have been shown to calm the nervous system and promote restfulness. By synchronizing your breath with the guide's instructions, you create a harmonious flow that encourages your body to let go and drift towards sleep. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, is another technique commonly used in guided meditations for sleep. PMR involves systematically tensing and then releasing different muscle groups throughout your body, starting from your toes and working upward to your head. This process helps release stored tension and heighten awareness of physical sensations, allowing you to consciously relax each part of your body. For individuals who struggle with physical discomfort or restlessness at night, PMR can be particularly beneficial as it promotes a sense of heaviness and ease in the limbs. Combined with visualization or breathwork, progressive muscle relaxation creates a comprehensive experience that addresses both mental and physical barriers to sleep. Affirmations and positive self-talk are additional components often included in guided meditations. Before bed, repeat affirmations like, "I am safe," "I deserve rest," or "I release what no longer serves me," can reframe negative thought patterns and cultivate a mindset of compassion and acceptance. Affirmations work by rewiring the subconscious mind, replacing fear-based beliefs with empowering ones. When practiced consistently, they build resilience against stress and anxiety, creating a foundation of inner peace that supports restful sleep. Guided meditations may also incorporate gratitude practices, inviting you to reflect on moments of joy or appreciation from the day. This shift in perspective primes your mind for positivity, setting the stage for peaceful dreams. Now, let's delve into how to fully immerse yourself in a guided meditation session for optimal results. The first step is to create a conducive environment. Choose a quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed. Ideally, your bedroom or another cozy area associated with rest. Dim the lights or use blackout curtains to minimize visual distractions, and consider playing soft background music or white noise if outside sounds tend to interrupt your focus. Ensure your bedding is clean and inviting, and wear loose, breathable clothing to maximize comfort. If you prefer, light a scented candle or diffuse essential oils like lavender, which are known for their calming properties. Next, adopt a position that feels supportive yet relaxed. While lying down is typical for sleep-focused guided meditations, sitting upright in a chair with proper posture can also work well, especially if you're prone to falling asleep too quickly and missing parts of the practice. Place your hands gently on your lap or abdomen, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself before beginning. Setting an intention for the session can further enhance its effectiveness. For example, you might silently affirm, "I am open to receiving rest and healing during this meditation." As the guided meditation begins, allow yourself to fully surrender to the experience without judgment or expectation. Trust that the guide will lead you safely through the process and resist the urge to analyze or critique anything that arises. If your mind wanders, which is completely normal, gently bring your attention back to the narrator's voice or the imagery being described. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's presence. Each time you return your focus, you strengthen your ability to stay grounded and relaxed. Throughout the session, pay close attention to any sensations in your body, emotions that surface, or thoughts that pass through your mind. Rather than pushing them away, observe them with curiosity and kindness. For instance, if you notice tension in your shoulders, imagine sending warmth and relaxation to that area with each exhale. If a worry arises, acknowledge it briefly, thank your mind for trying to protect you, and then let it float away like a cloud in the sky. This non-judgmental approach reduces resistance and fosters a sense of ease that naturally supports sleep. After the guided meditation concludes, take a few moments to transition gently back to wakefulness, or, if it's nighttime, to drift off to sleep. Wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch slightly, and take a few deep breaths to reconnect with your surroundings. If you're using the meditation as part of your bedtime routine, resist the temptation to check your phone or engage in stimulating activities immediately afterward. Instead, maintain the calm energy you've cultivated by continuing with relaxing rituals, such as reading a book or sipping herbal tea, until you feel ready to turn off the lights. It's important to note that the benefits of guided meditation extend beyond individual sessions. Regular practice builds cumulative effects, training your brain to enter states of relaxation more easily over time. You may find that after several weeks or months of consistent use, you're able to fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling more refreshed. Additionally, the skills you develop during guided meditations, such as focusing on your breath, visualizing calming scenes, or releasing muscle tension, can be applied independently whenever you need a moment of peace during the day. For those new to guided meditation, there are countless resources available to get started. Apps like Calm, Headspace, and Insight Timer offer a wide variety of sleep-focused meditations tailored to different preferences and needs. YouTube channels, podcasts, and audiobooks also provide free options for exploring this practice. Experiment with different styles and guides to discover what resonates most with you. Some people prefer narrators with soft melodic voices, while others enjoy more dynamic or instructional approaches. Similarly, you might gravitate toward meditations that emphasize visualization, breathwork, or body scans depending on your unique challenges with sleep. If you're inspired to create your own guided meditation, either for personal use or to share with others, keep in mind the importance of pacing, tone, and content. Speak slowly and clearly, allowing plenty of silence between phrases for listeners to absorb and integrate the guidance. Use descriptive language to paint vivid pictures and evoke sensory details, ensuring that participants feel fully immersed in the experience. Incorporate pauses strategically to give space for reflection and relaxation, and conclude with gentle reminders to return to the present moment or prepare for sleep. In addition to its direct effects on sleep, guided meditation offers numerous secondary benefits that indirectly improve rest. For example, many people report reduced symptoms of anxiety and depression after incorporating guided meditations into their routines. By addressing underlying emotional imbalances, these practices help resolve issues that might otherwise interfere with sleep. Improved emotional regulation also enhances interpersonal relationships, creating a ripple effect of positivity that contributes to overall well-being. Furthermore, guided meditations foster greater self-awareness, enabling you to identify and address habits or thought patterns that sabotage your sleep, such as excessive screen time or negative self-talk. Finally, guided meditation teaches us the art of surrender. a skill that is invaluable for overcoming resistance to sleep. Many people inadvertently disrupt their rest by clinging to rigid expectations, such as needing a certain number of hours or striving for uninterrupted slumber. Guided meditations encourage us to let go of attachment to outcomes and embrace impermanence, the idea that everything, including sleepless nights, is temporary. By adopting this perspective, you reduce the pressure and anxiety that often exacerbate insomnia, creating space for rest to arise naturally. In summary, guided meditation is a powerful tool for relaxation and sleep, offering a structured yet flexible approach to calming the mind and body. Its combination of visualization, breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, affirmations, and sensory engagement makes it uniquely suited to addressing the multifaceted nature of sleep difficulties. Whether you're new to meditation or looking to deepen your practice, guided meditations provide a supportive framework for cultivating presence, compassion, and inner peace. By incorporating this practice into your daily routine, you can transform not only your nights but your entire relationship with yourself and the world around you. Together, let's embrace the transformative potential of guided meditation and unlock the door to restorative rest. Chapter 6. Cultivating gratitude before bed. Gratitude is one of the most transformative practices we can incorporate into our lives, and its impact on sleep is both profound and scientifically supported. When practiced consistently, especially before bed, gratitude has the power to shift our mindset from worry and stress to peace and contentment, creating an emotional environment that fosters deep, restorative sleep. In this chapter, we'll explore why gratitude matters so much for sleep, how it aligns with Buddhist philosophy and mindfulness, and practical ways to integrate this practice into your nightly routine. By the end, you'll understand how cultivating gratitude can become a cornerstone of your journey toward better sleep and overall well-being. At its essence, gratitude is the act of recognizing and appreciating the good things in life, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant they may be. It's about shifting your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, from what's wrong to what's right. This simple yet powerful shift in perspective has been shown to reduce stress, increase happiness, and enhance emotional resilience, all of which are essential for achieving restful sleep. When we go to bed feeling grateful, we signal to our minds that we're safe, cared for, and at ease, making it easier to let go of the day's worries and drift off peacefully. From a Buddhist perspective, gratitude aligns beautifully with teachings on impermanence, interconnectedness, and compassion. Buddhism reminds us that everything we experience is fleeting, including moments of joy, love, and connection. By practicing gratitude, we learn to savor these experiences fully while they last, rather than taking them for granted or clinging to them out of fear of loss. Additionally, gratitude fosters a sense of interconnectedness by helping us recognize the countless ways others contribute to our well-being, from the farmer who grew the food we ate to the stranger who smiled at us on the street. This awareness dissolves feelings of isolation and cultivates a deeper appreciation for the web of relationships that sustain us. Mindfulness enhances gratitude by teaching us to notice the details of our daily lives, the warmth of sunlight streaming through the window, the sound of birds chirping in the morning, or the kindness of a friend's text message. Often we move through our days so quickly that we fail to register these small blessings. Mindfulness slows us down, inviting us to pause and truly see the beauty and goodness around us. When combined with gratitude, this practice amplifies our ability to find joy even in challenging circumstances, reducing the emotional weight that might otherwise keep us awake at night. The science behind gratitude further underscores its importance for sleep and mental health. Research shows that people who regularly practice gratitude report lower levels of anxiety and depression, improved self-esteem, and stronger social connections, all factors that contribute to better sleep quality. One study found that participants who wrote down things they were grateful for before bed experienced fewer symptoms of insomnia compared to those who journaled about their problems or simply recorded neutral events. Another study demonstrated that gratitude increases activity in the hypothalamus, a region of the brain involved in regulating sleep, metabolism, and stress responses. These findings suggest that gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's a tangible tool for improving physiological functioning and promoting restful nights. So, how can you cultivate gratitude as part of your bedtime routine? The simplest way is to keep a gratitude journal next to your bed and write down 3 things you're thankful for each evening. They don't have to be monumental achievements or extraordinary events. They could be as ordinary as enjoying a delicious meal, receiving a kind word, or witnessing a beautiful sunset. What matters most is the act of noticing and acknowledging these moments, which trains your brain to scan for positivity rather than negativity. Over time, this habit rewires your neural pathways, making it easier to access feelings of gratitude even during difficult times. If writing isn't your preferred method, try expressing gratitude verbally or mentally. As you lie in bed, silently repeat phrases like, "I am grateful for," followed by specific examples from your day. You might also extend your gratitude outward, thanking loved ones, colleagues, or even strangers for their contributions to your life. For instance, you could think, "I'm grateful for my partner's support today," or "I appreciate the barista who made my coffee with care." This practice not only deepens your own sense of gratitude, but also strengthens your connection to others, fostering a sense of belonging and security that supports sleep. Visualization is another powerful technique for incorporating gratitude into your nighttime ritual. Before closing your eyes, imagine yourself surrounded by a warm, golden light representing all the blessings in your life. Picture this light filling every corner of your being, infusing you with peace, joy, and contentment. As you breathe in, visualize drawing in gratitude, and as you exhale, release any lingering tension or negativity. This exercise combines the calming effects of visualization with the uplifting energy of gratitude, preparing your mind and body for rest. For those dealing with particularly stressful or overwhelming days, reframing challenges through the lens of gratitude can be especially helpful. Instead of focusing solely on what went wrong, ask yourself, what did I learn from this experience? Or, how can I grow stronger because of it? Even in adversity, there are often hidden gifts, such as increased resilience, greater empathy, or newfound clarity about your priorities. Acknowledging these silver linings doesn't diminish the difficulty of the situation. Rather, it helps you find meaning and purpose within it, reducing the emotional charge that might otherwise disrupt your sleep. Another effective way to practice gratitude is through acts of kindness, performing small gestures of goodwill, whether it's sending a thoughtful message, offering help to someone in need, or simply smiling at a passerby, not only benefits others but also boosts your own mood and sense of fulfillment. Knowing that you've contributed positively to someone else's day can create a ripple effect of positivity that carries over into your evening, making it easier to wind down with a grateful heart. Consider reflecting on these acts of kindness as part of your bedtime gratitude practice, reinforcing the cycle of generosity and appreciation. Music and art can also serve as vehicles for gratitude. Listening to uplifting songs or viewing inspiring works of art before bed can evoke feelings of awe and wonder, reminding you of life's beauty and abundance. If you play an instrument or enjoy creative pursuits, dedicating a few minutes to playing or sketching something that expresses your gratitude can deepen your connection to the practice. Engaging your senses in this way enriches the experience, making it more vivid and memorable. It's worth noting that gratitude doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is perfect. Life inevitably includes hardships, disappointments, and losses, and denying these realities would be disingenuous. True gratitude honors the full spectrum of human experience, acknowledging both the light and the dark. When practiced authentically, gratitude becomes a form of radical acceptance, a willingness to embrace life exactly as it is without resistance or judgment. This acceptance creates a foundation of inner peace that supports not only better sleep, but also greater resilience in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. For individuals struggling with chronic sleep issues, combining gratitude with other mindfulness-based practices can amplify its benefits. For example, pairing a gratitude meditation with progressive muscle relaxation or breath-focused techniques can address both the emotional and physical barriers to sleep. Visualizing a peaceful scene while simultaneously focusing on sensations of gratitude in your heart center can deepen your state of relaxation, making it easier to transition into slumber. Similarly, integrating affirmations of gratitude such as "I am grateful for the gift of rest" into your guided meditations reinforces a positive association between gratitude and sleep. Parents and caregivers can model gratitude for children, instilling this valuable habit from an early age. Bedtime routines provide an excellent opportunity to share reflections on the day's highlights, encouraging kids to express what they're thankful for. Not only does this foster a sense of security and connection, but it also sets the stage for healthy sleep habits that will benefit them throughout their lives. Adults caring for elderly relatives or loved ones facing illness can similarly use gratitude as a source of strength and comfort, finding solace in the moments of grace and connection that remain despite difficult circumstances. Finally, remember that gratitude is a practice, not a destination. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's perfectly okay. There may be times when you struggle to find anything to be grateful for, and that's part of the process. On those days, start small, perhaps by appreciating the fact that you're alive, that you have a roof over your head, or that you have the capacity to feel gratitude at all. Over time, these tiny seeds of appreciation will grow into a lush garden of positivity, transforming not only your nights but your entire outlook on life. In conclusion, cultivating gratitude before bed is a simple yet profound way to enhance your sleep and overall well-being. By aligning with Buddhist principles of impermanence, interconnectedness, and compassion, gratitude teaches us to cherish the present moment and recognize the abundance in our lives. Its scientifically proven benefits for mental health, stress reduction, and emotional regulation make it an invaluable tool for anyone seeking deeper, more restful sleep. Whether you choose to journal, reflect, visualize, or engage in acts of kindness, integrating gratitude into your nightly routine can transform your relationship with yourself, others, and the world around you. Together, let's embrace the power of gratitude to create a life filled with rest, joy, and fulfillment, one thankful breath at a time. Chapter 7. Loving Kindness. Meditation for Inner Peace. Loving Kindness Meditation, or Metta in Pali, the language of early Buddhist texts, is a profound practice that cultivates compassion, kindness, and goodwill toward oneself and others. Rooted in the teachings of Buddhism, this form of meditation has been used for centuries to foster emotional healing, reduce stress, and promote a sense of interconnectedness. When practiced consistently, especially before bed, it can create a powerful foundation of inner peace that supports restful sleep, reduces anxiety, and enhances overall well-being. In this chapter, we'll explore the principles behind loving kindness meditation, its specific benefits for sleep, and how to integrate it into your daily routine. By the end, you'll have a deeper understanding of how this transformative practice can help you release tension, quiet racing thoughts, and invite deep, nourishing rest. At its core, loving kindness meditation involves silently repeating phrases of goodwill and compassion while visualizing their recipients. These phrases typically include wishes for happiness, health, safety, and freedom from suffering. The practice begins with directing these sentiments inward, toward yourself, and then expands outward to encompass loved ones, acquaintances, strangers, and even those with whom you may feel conflict. This progression mirrors the Buddhist principle of interconnectedness, reminding us that all beings share a common desire for peace and happiness. By cultivating feelings of kindness and empathy, loving kindness meditation softens the barriers we often erect between ourselves and others, fostering a sense of unity and belonging that is deeply soothing. One of the most remarkable aspects of loving-kindness meditation is its ability to counteract negative emotions such as anger, resentment, and fear, all of which are common culprits of sleep disturbances. When we go to bed harboring unresolved conflicts or carrying emotional baggage, it's difficult to relax fully and let go. Loving-kindness meditation addresses these challenges by transforming our relationship with ourselves and others. For example, if you're feeling frustrated with someone who upset you during the day, practicing loving-kindness allows you to acknowledge your hurt without being consumed by it. Instead of dwelling on the incident, you consciously send them wishes of peace and healing, releasing the emotional charge associated with the memory. This act of intentional forgiveness not only lightens your heart, but also creates space for tranquility to emerge. The benefits of loving-kindness meditation extend beyond emotional regulation to include physiological effects that directly support sleep. Studies have shown that regular practice increases activity in brain regions associated with positive emotions, such as the prefrontal cortex, while reducing activity in areas linked to stress and fear, such as the amygdala. These changes contribute to a calmer nervous system, lower cortisol levels, and improved cardiovascular health, all of which are essential for achieving deep, restorative sleep. Additionally, loving-kindness meditation boosts oxytocin production, often referred to as the love hormone, which promotes feelings of connection, trust, and relaxation. Elevated oxytocin levels have been linked to better sleep quality, particularly in individuals experiencing high levels of stress or loneliness. So, how do you practice loving-kindness meditation effectively? The process begins with finding a comfortable position, whether sitting upright or lying down, and closing your eyes if that feels natural. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself, allowing your body to settle into stillness. Then bring your attention to your heart center, imagining it as a source of warmth and compassion. From this place of openness, begin silently repeating phrases like, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease." As you repeat these words, allow yourself to truly feel their meaning, not just intellectually, but emotionally. If resistance arises, gently remind yourself that self-compassion is the foundation upon which all other forms of kindness are built. Once you've spent several minutes focusing on yourself, gradually expand your circle of compassion to include others. Start with someone you love deeply, a family member, friend, or mentor, and visualize them clearly in your mind's eye. Silently offer them the same wishes. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you live with ease. Notice any sensations that arise as you extend these blessings, whether it's warmth in your chest, a smile forming on your lips, or tears of gratitude welling up in your eyes. Allow these feelings to flow freely, knowing that they strengthen the bond between you and the recipient. Next, shift your focus to someone more neutral, a colleague, neighbor, or acquaintance whose presence in your life is neither strongly positive nor negative. While it may feel challenging at first to generate genuine warmth towards someone you don't know well, remember that everyone shares the same fundamental desires for happiness and freedom from suffering. Silently repeat the phrases for this person, inviting yourself to see them as a fellow human being worthy of care and respect. Over time, this practice dissolves the artificial distinctions we often make between us and them, fostering a broader sense of empathy and understanding. Finally, consider extending loving kindness to someone with whom you have difficulty, a person who has hurt you, disappointed you, or caused you pain. This step is optional and should only be undertaken when you feel ready, as it requires significant emotional resilience. Begin by acknowledging your feelings of hurt or anger without judgment, recognizing them as valid responses to your experience. Then imagine this person as vulnerable and flawed, just like yourself, struggling under the weight of their own fears and insecurities. Silently offer them the same wishes of peace and healing, trusting that your intention alone is enough to plant seeds of transformation. Even if reconciliation isn't possible or desirable, this act of radical compassion can free you from the burden of carrying resentment, creating space for forgiveness and inner peace. For those new, To loving-kindness meditation, it's helpful to use guided recordings or scripts until the practice becomes second nature. Many apps and online resources offer structured meditations designed specifically for beginners, providing step-by-step instructions and gentle reminders to stay focused. If you prefer to guide yourself, consider writing down your chosen phrases ahead of time and keeping them nearby as a reference. Experiment with different wording to find what resonates most deeply with you. For example, substituting "may I be peaceful" for "may I live with ease," or adding personalized affirmations that reflect your unique needs and aspirations. Visualization can enhance the impact of loving-kindness meditation by engaging your imagination and senses. As you repeat each phrase, picture golden light radiating from your heart center, enveloping both yourself and the recipients of your blessings in warmth and protection. Imagine this light spreading outward in ever-widening circles, touching every living being across the globe. This expansive imagery reinforces the idea that kindness knows no boundaries, transcending individual differences to unite us in a shared field of compassion. Visualizing scenes of harmony and connection, such as a world where everyone lives in peace, can further amplify the emotional resonance of the practice, leaving you feeling uplifted and inspired. Another way to deepen your experience of loving-kindness meditation is to combine it with mindfulness techniques. For instance, as you repeat each phrase, notice any thoughts, emotions, or bodily sensations that arise without clinging to them or pushing them away. Simply observe them with curiosity and kindness, allowing them to pass through your awareness like clouds drifting across the sky. This mindful approach prevents the practice from becoming mechanical or formulaic, ensuring that it remains fresh and alive. Similarly, incorporating breathwork into your session, such as synchronizing your phrases with your inhales and exhales, can anchor you in the present moment, enhancing your ability to stay grounded and relaxed. The cumulative effects of loving-kindness meditation are particularly beneficial for individuals dealing with chronic insomnia or restless nights. By addressing the root causes of sleep difficulties, such as stress, anxiety, and emotional turmoil, this practice creates an internal environment conducive to rest. Many people report falling asleep more easily after practicing loving-kindness, as the calming energy generated during the session lingers long after they've closed their eyes. Others describe vivid dreams filled with images of kindness and connection, reinforcing the positive associations formed during the meditation. Over time, consistent practice builds a reservoir of goodwill within you, making it easier to access feelings of peace and contentment whenever you need them most. Parents and caregivers can adapt loving-kindness meditation for children, teaching them valuable lessons about empathy and emotional regulation. Bedtime routines provide an excellent opportunity to introduce young ones to the practice, perhaps by guiding them through simple phrases like, "May I be happy, may my family be safe." Encouraging kids to express kindness toward friends, teachers, or pets helps cultivate a mindset of generosity and gratitude, laying the groundwork for healthier relationships and stronger social skills. Adults caring for elderly relatives or loved ones facing illness can similarly use loving kindness as a source of strength and comfort, finding solace in the knowledge that their intentions of care and compassion ripple outward to benefit everyone involved. It's important to note that loving-kindness meditation doesn't require perfection or immediate results. Some days you may struggle to connect with the phrases or visualize the recipients clearly, and that's perfectly okay. What matters most is showing up consistently, trusting that the seeds of kindness you plant will eventually take root and flourish. Like any skill, this practice grows stronger with repetition, gradually reshaping your neural pathways to prioritize positivity over negativity. Even brief sessions of 5 or 10 minutes can yield noticeable improvements in mood, stress levels, and sleep quality over time. For those seeking additional ways to incorporate loving kindness into their lives, consider integrating it into everyday activities. For example, while commuting to work, silently offer blessings to the drivers around you, wishing them safety and patience. During meals, pause to express gratitude for the farmers, chefs, and servers who contributed to your food, sending them waves of appreciation and goodwill. Acts of service, whether volunteering at a shelter, donating to charity, or simply holding the door open for someone, can also serve as expressions of loving kindness, reinforcing the connection between intention and action. Each small gesture strengthens your capacity for compassion, creating a virtuous cycle of positivity that benefits both you and those around you. In addition to its direct effects on sleep, loving-kindness meditation offers numerous secondary benefits that indirectly improve rest. For instance, many practitioners report reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety after incorporating this practice into their routines. By addressing underlying emotional imbalances, loving kindness helps resolve issues that might otherwise interfere with sleep. Improved emotional regulation also enhances interpersonal relationships, creating a ripple effect of positivity that contributes to overall well-being. Furthermore, loving kindness fosters greater self-awareness, enabling you to identify and address habits or thought patterns that sabotage your sleep, such as excessive screen time or negative self-talk. Finally, loving-kindness meditation teaches us the art of surrender, a skill that is invaluable for overcoming resistance to sleep. Many people inadvertently disrupt their rest by clinging to rigid expectations, such as needing a certain number of hours or striving for uninterrupted slumber. Loving-kindness encourages us to let go of attachment to outcomes and embrace impermanence, the idea that everything, including sleepless nights, is temporary. By adopting this perspective, you reduce the pressure and anxiety that often exacerbate insomnia, creating space for rest to arise naturally. In conclusion, loving-kindness meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace, compassion, and emotional resilience. Its alignment with Buddhist principles of interconnectedness, non-harm, and universal goodwill makes it uniquely suited to addressing the multifaceted nature of sleep difficulties. Whether you're new to meditation or looking to deepen your practice, loving-kindness provides a supportive framework for nurturing presence, kindness, and stillness. By incorporating this practice into your daily routine, you can transform not only your nights but your entire relationship with yourself and the world around you. Together, let's embrace the transformative potential of loving-kindness meditation and unlock the door to restorative rest, one compassionate wish at a time. Chapter 8. Using mantras to quiet the mind. Mantras are one of the oldest and most powerful tools for calming the mind, focusing attention, and cultivating inner peace, a combination that is especially beneficial for improving sleep. Rooted in ancient spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, and other contemplative practices, mantras have been used for centuries as a way to transcend the noise of everyday life and connect with deeper states of consciousness. When practiced consistently, especially before bed, they can quiet racing thoughts, reduce anxiety, and create a sense of stillness that prepares the body and mind for restful sleep. In this chapter, we'll explore the origins and principles behind mantras, their specific benefits for sleep, and how to integrate them into your nightly routine. By the end, you'll understand how this transformative practice can help you release mental clutter, embrace tranquility, and invite deep, nourishing rest. At its core, a mantra is a word, phrase, or sound repeated silently or aloud during meditation. The term mantra comes from Sanskrit, meaning tool of thought or instrument of the mind. While some mantras carry profound spiritual significance, such as Om, which represents the universe's primordial vibration, others can be simple affirmations or intentions tailored to your personal needs. Regardless of their origin or meaning, mantras serve as anchors for the wandering mind, providing a focal point that helps redirect attention away from distractions and toward a state of calm awareness. This makes them particularly effective for individuals struggling with overactive minds at bedtime, as they offer a concrete way to settle into stillness. The power of mantras lies in their ability to engage multiple aspects of the human experience simultaneously. When you repeat a mantra, you activate auditory processing, hearing the words, kinesthetic awareness, feeling the vibrations in your throat or chest, and cognitive focus, concentrating on the meaning or rhythm. This multi-sensory engagement creates a feedback loop that reinforces mindfulness and presence, making it easier to let go of stressful thoughts and emotions. Additionally, the repetitive nature of mantras induces a meditative state by slowing brainwave activity, shifting the mind from beta waves associated with alertness to alpha and theta waves linked to relaxation and light sleep. Over time, this shift trains the brain to access deeper levels of calm more easily, paving the way for restorative rest. From a Buddhist perspective, mantras align closely with teachings on impermanence, non-attachment, and the cultivation of inner wisdom. Many traditional Buddhist mantras, such as Om Mani Padme Hum, are designed to evoke qualities like compassion, clarity, and equanimity. These phrases act as reminders of universal truths, helping practitioners transcend ego-driven concerns and connect with a broader sense of purpose. For example, repeating a mantra like, "May all beings be happy," not only fosters feelings of kindness, but also shifts the practitioner's focus away from personal worries and toward collective well-being. This expanded perspective reduces the emotional weight of individual struggles, creating a foundation of peace that supports better sleep. Scientific research further validates the effectiveness of mantras for improving sleep and overall well-being. Studies have shown that mantra repetition activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which governs rest and digestion, while reducing activity in the sympathetic nervous system, responsible for the fight or flight response. This physiological shift lowers cortisol levels, slows heart rate, and promotes muscle relaxation, all essential components of falling asleep and staying asleep throughout the night. Additionally, neuroimaging studies reveal that mantra meditation increases gray matter density in areas of the brain associated with memory, learning, and emotional regulation, or decreasing activity in regions linked to fear and stress. These changes enhance cognitive function and resilience, enabling individuals to manage daily challenges more effectively and approach bedtime with greater ease. So, how do you choose a mantra that resonates with you? The beauty of mantras is their versatility. You can select one based on tradition, personal preference, or intention. If you're drawn to classical mantras, consider phrases like Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which means peace, 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 or Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, may all beings everywhere be happy and free. These timeless expressions carry centuries of spiritual energy and can deepen your connection to ancient wisdom. Alternatively, you might prefer modern affirmations that reflect your unique goals or aspirations, such as I am safe, I am loved, I am enough, or every breath brings me closer to peace. Experiment with different options until you find one that feels authentic and meaningful to you. Once you've chosen a mantra, the next step is to establish a consistent practice. Begin by finding a quiet, comfortable space where you won't be disturbed, ideally your bedroom or another cozy area associated with rest. Sit upright in a chair or lie down on your bed, ensuring your posture supports relaxation without causing strain. Close your eyes if that feels natural and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then begin repeating your mantra silently or aloud, allowing the rhythm of the words to guide your focus. If your mind wanders, which is completely normal, gently bring your attention back to the mantra without judgment or frustration. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's persistence. Each repetition strengthens your ability to stay grounded and relaxed. Visualization can enhance the impact of mantras by engaging your imagination and senses. As you repeat your chosen phrase, picture it as a stream of golden light flowing through your body, dissolving tension and filling you with warmth. Imagine this light spreading outward, enveloping your entire being in a cocoon of safety and serenity. You might also visualize sending the energy of your mantra to others, extending blessings of peace and healing to loved ones, acquaintances, or even strangers. This expansive imagery reinforces the idea that kindness and compassion ripple outward, creating a shared field of positivity that benefits everyone involved. Breathing techniques can further amplify the effects of mantras by synchronizing your repetitions with your inhales and exhales. For example, you might inhale deeply while silently saying the first half of your mantra and exhale slowly while completing the second half. This coordination anchors you in the present moment, enhancing your ability to stay focused and relaxed. Another option is to use a mala, a string of 108 beads traditionally used in mantra meditation, to track your repetitions. Holding each bead between your thumb and forefinger as you recite your mantra adds a tactile element to the practice, grounding you in physical sensation and deepening your connection to the rhythm of the words. For individuals dealing with chronic insomnia or restless nights, combining mantras with other mindfulness-based practices can create a comprehensive approach to sleep improvement. For instance, pairing mantra repetition with progressive muscle relaxation or guided visualization can address both the mental and physical barriers to rest. Similarly, incorporating affirmations of gratitude such as "I trust that rest will come naturally" into your mantra practice reinforces a positive association between stillness and sleep. Over time, these integrated techniques build a reservoir of calm within you, making it easier to access feelings of peace and contentment whenever you need them most. Parents and caregivers can adapt mantras for children, teaching them valuable lessons about focus and emotional regulation. Bedtime routines provide an excellent opportunity to introduce young ones to the practice, perhaps by guiding them through simple phrases like "I am calm, I am safe, I am loved." Encouraging kids to repeat these affirmations while visualizing peaceful scenes, such as a starry sky or a cozy forest, helps cultivate a mindset of security and tranquility, laying the groundwork for healthier sleep habits. Adults caring for elderly relatives or loved ones facing illness can similarly use mantras as a source of strength and comfort, finding solace in the knowledge that their intentions of care and compassion ripple outward to benefit everyone involved. It's important to note that mantras don't require elaborate rituals or extensive preparation. Some people prefer formal meditation sessions lasting 20 minutes or more, while others incorporate brief moments of mantra repetition into their daily activities, such as during a morning shower, a midday walk, or just before turning off the lights. Even short bursts of practice can yield noticeable improvements in mood, stress levels, and sleep quality over time. Consistency is key. Showing up regularly, even if only for 5 minutes a day, builds momentum and reinforces the habit. For those seeking additional ways to integrate mantras into their lives, consider using them as anchors during challenging moments. For example, if you find yourself feeling overwhelmed at work, silently repeating a calming phrase like "Peace begins within me" can help restore balance and perspective. During arguments or conflicts, using a mantra like "May we both find understanding" can diffuse tension and foster empathy. Acts of service, whether volunteering at a shelter, donating to charity, or simply holding the door open for someone, can also serve as expressions of mantra-inspired values, reinforcing the connection between intention and action. Each small gesture strengthens your capacity for presence, patience, and compassion, creating a virtuous cycle of positivity that benefits both you and those around you. In addition to its direct effects on sleep, mantra meditation offers numerous secondary benefits that indirectly improve rest. For instance, many practitioners report reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety after incorporating this practice into their routines. By addressing underlying emotional imbalances, mantras help resolve issues that might otherwise interfere with sleep. Improved emotional regulation also enhances interpersonal relationships, creating a ripple effect of positivity that contributes to overall well-being. Furthermore, mantras foster greater self-awareness, enabling you to identify and address habits or thought patterns that sabotage your sleep, such as excessive screen time or negative self-talk. Finally, mantra meditation teaches us the art of surrender, a skill that is invaluable for overcoming resistance to sleep. Many people inadvertently disrupt their rest by clinging to rigid expectations, such as needing a certain number of hours or striving for uninterrupted slumber. Mantras encourage us to let go of attachment to outcomes and embrace impermanence, the idea that everything, including sleepless nights, is temporary. By adopting this perspective, you reduce the pressure and anxiety that often exacerbate insomnia, creating space for rest to arise naturally. In conclusion, mantras are a powerful tool for quieting the mind, fostering inner peace, and preparing the body for restful sleep. Their alignment with Buddhist principles of impermanence, non-attachment, and universal interconnectedness makes them uniquely suited to addressing the multifaceted nature of sleep difficulties. Whether you're new to meditation or looking to deepen your practice, mantras provide a supportive framework for nurturing presence, kindness, and stillness. By incorporating this practice into your daily routine, you can transform not only your nights but your entire relationship with yourself and the world around you. Together, let's embrace the transformative potential of mantras and unlock the door to restorative rest, one sacred syllable at a time. Chapter 9. Creating a Sacred Sleep Environment. The environment in which you sleep plays a pivotal role in determining the quality of your rest. Just as meditation, mindfulness, and loving-kindness cultivate inner peace, creating a sacred sleep environment nurtures outer tranquility, a harmonious blend of physical space and intentional energy that supports deep, restorative sleep. In this chapter, we'll explore how to design a sleep sanctuary that aligns with Buddhist principles of simplicity, harmony, and interconnectedness, while incorporating practical strategies rooted in modern science. By the end, you'll have a comprehensive understanding of how to transform your bedroom into a haven of calm and relaxation, setting the stage for peaceful nights and rejuvenated mornings. At its core, a sacred sleep environment is one that fosters safety, comfort, and stillness, qualities essential for achieving restful slumber. This begins with decluttering your space. Clutter creates visual noise and can subconsciously signal chaos, making it harder to relax and unwind. Inspired by Buddhist teachings on non-attachment and letting go, take time to clear out anything unnecessary from your bedroom. Remove items that don't serve a purpose related to rest or relaxation, such as work-related materials, gym equipment, or piles of laundry. If certain objects hold sentimental value but aren't conducive to sleep, consider relocating them to another part of your home. The goal is to create an uncluttered, serene atmosphere that invites calm and focus. Once you've simplified your space, turn your attention to lighting. Light has a profound impact on our circadian rhythm, the internal clock that regulates wakefulness and sleep. Exposure to bright, artificial light in the evening disrupts melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. To promote restful nights, dim the lights at least an hour before bedtime and avoid screens like phones, tablets, and TVs, which emit blue light that interferes with sleep cycles. Instead, opt for soft, warm lighting sources such as salt lamps, candles, or low-wattage bulbs. These gentle glows mimic the natural transition from daylight to darkness, signaling to your brain that it's time to wind down. If complete darkness feels intimidating, or if you live in an urban area where streetlights seep through your windows, consider using blackout curtains or an eye mask to block out unwanted illumination. Darkness not only enhances melatonin production but also creates a cocoon-like sensation of safety and privacy, reinforcing the idea that your bedroom is a protected space reserved solely for rest. Pairing darkness with silence amplifies its calming effects. However, if absolute quiet isn't possible, white noise machines or nature soundtracks can drown out disruptive noises without overstimulating your senses. Temperature regulation is another critical factor in designing a sacred sleep environment. Research shows that cooler temperatures, typically between 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius to 19 degrees Celsius, are ideal for promoting deep sleep. When your body cools down naturally during the night, It signals to your brain that it's safe to enter restorative phases like slow-wave sleep and REM. To achieve this optimal temperature range, adjust your thermostat accordingly and choose bedding materials that support thermal balance. Breathable fabrics like cotton, linen or bamboo wick away moisture and prevent overheating, while weighted blankets provide gentle pressure that mimics the feeling of being hugged, reducing anxiety and encouraging relaxation. Your choice of mattress and pillows also significantly influences sleep quality. A supportive mattress ensures proper spinal alignment, preventing discomfort and tossing throughout the night. Similarly, selecting the right pillow height and firmness caters to your unique sleeping position, whether side, back, or stomach, and alleviates strain on your neck and shoulders. Investing in high-quality bedding not only prioritizes physical comfort, but also reinforces the notion that sleep is worth valuing and protecting. Treat yourself to cozy sheets, plush duvets, and decorative accents that evoke feelings of luxury and care, further enhancing the sacredness of your space. Scent plays a subtle yet powerful role in shaping the ambience of your sleep environment. Aromatherapy has been used for centuries to induce relaxation and improve sleep, with scents like lavender, chamomile, sandalwood, and ylang-ylang being particularly effective. Diffusing essential oils or using linen sprays infused with these fragrances can create a calming olfactory experience that primes your mind and body for rest. Alternatively, place dried herbs or sachets under your pillowcase for a more understated approach. Scent associations are deeply ingrained in human memory, so consistently pairing soothing aromas with bedtime will condition your brain to associate them with sleep over time. Soundscapes complement scent by engaging your auditory senses and masking disruptive noises. Nature-inspired sounds like rain falling, waves crashing, or birds chirping tap into primal instincts of safety and connection to the earth. For those who prefer instrumental music, ambient tracks featuring piano, guitar, or Tibetan singing bowls offer gentle melodies that lull the mind into stillness. Guided meditations or affirmations specifically designed for sleep can also be incorporated into your nighttime routine, providing verbal cues that reinforce feelings of peace and gratitude. Experiment with different audio options to discover what resonates most deeply with you, keeping volume levels low enough to maintain a sense of serenity. Color psychology offers additional insights into how to decorate your bedroom for better sleep. Soft, neutral tones like beige, grey, or pastel blues and greens are known for their calming properties, evoking feelings of tranquility and balance. Avoid overly bold or vibrant hues which can stimulate the mind and make it harder to relax. Incorporate these soothing colors into your walls, bedding, rugs, and accessories, ensuring a cohesive aesthetic that promotes visual harmony. Adding natural elements like wooden furniture, houseplants, or woven textiles introduces texture and warmth, grounding your space in the beauty of the natural world. Mindfulness extends beyond the physical aspects of your bedroom to include energetic considerations. Inspired by Buddhist practices of intention setting and compassion, infuse your space with positive energy by dedicating it exclusively to rest and intimacy. Refrain from bringing work-related stress, arguments, or negative emotions into your bedroom, treating it as a sanctuary free from conflict and distraction. You might even perform a small ritual to cleanse the energy of your room, such as smudging with sage, ringing bells, or simply visualizing a wave of golden light purifying the space. Regularly airing out your room and maintaining cleanliness further contribute to its sacredness, creating an environment that feels fresh, inviting, and supportive. Personal touches add layers of meaning and individuality to your sacred sleep environment. Display photographs of loved ones, artwork that inspires joy, or meaningful objects that remind you of cherished moments. These personal connections foster a sense of belonging and security, reinforcing the idea that your bedroom is a reflection of your inner world. However, strike a balance between decoration and minimalism. Too many adornments can overwhelm the senses and detract from the overall serenity of the space. Choose pieces that resonate deeply with you and arrange them thoughtfully to maintain openness and flow. For individuals practicing Buddhism or other spiritual traditions, incorporating symbols or altars into your bedroom can deepen your connection to higher states of consciousness. Place statues, prayer beads, crystals, or candles on a dedicated shelf or table, arranging them with reverence and care. Use this altar as a focal point for meditation, reflection, or gratitude practices, anchoring your intentions within the sacredness of your sleep environment. Even if spirituality isn't a central part of your life, creating a designated spot for mindfulness activities, such as journaling, stretching, or breathwork, can serve a similar purpose, reminding you to prioritize self-care and presence. Consistency is key when cultivating a sacred sleep environment. Once you've established your ideal setup, commit to maintaining it regularly. Make your bed each morning, tidy up clutter as soon as it appears, and refresh your linens weekly to keep your space feeling clean and inviting. Small acts of care and attention reinforce the sanctity of your bedroom, creating a feedback loop of positivity that benefits both your sleep and your overall well-being. Over time, your body will come to associate this nurturing environment with rest, making it easier to drift off peacefully and wake up refreshed. Finally, remember that creating a sacred sleep environment is not about perfection, it's about progress. Some days you may find it challenging to maintain the ideal conditions due to external circumstances or personal limitations. That's perfectly okay. What matters most is showing up consistently, trusting that every step you take brings you closer to the restorative rest you deserve. Whether it's diffusing lavender oil, reading a few pages of a calming book, or simply taking 3 deep breaths before turning off the lights, each action contributes to a cumulative effect that transforms your relationship with sleep. In conclusion, designing a sacred sleep environment is a holistic practice that blends ancient wisdom with modern science to support deep, restorative rest. By simplifying your space, optimizing lighting and temperature, incorporating soothing scents and sounds, and infusing your bedroom with positive energy, you create a sanctuary that nurtures both body and soul. This intentional approach aligns seamlessly with Buddhist principles of mindfulness, compassion, and interconnectedness, reminding us that true peace begins within and radiates outward. Together, let's embrace the transformative power of a sacred sleep environment and unlock the door to restorative rest, one tranquil space at a time. Chapter 10. Integrating these practices into daily life. The journey toward deep sleep, mindfulness, and inner peace is not confined to a single meditation session, bedtime routine, or sacred environment. It's a lifelong practice that unfolds gradually, moment by moment. While the tools we've explored throughout this video, mindfulness, meditation, gratitude, loving kindness, mantras, and creating a sacred sleep space, are powerful on their own, their true magic lies in how they integrate into the fabric of your daily life. In this final chapter, we'll delve deeply into strategies for weaving these practices into your everyday existence, ensuring that their benefits extend far beyond the hours you spend in bed. By the end, you'll have a comprehensive roadmap for embedding these principles into your routines, relationships, and mindset, transforming not only your nights, but your entire way of being. At its heart, integration is about consistency, not perfection. Many people approach mindfulness and meditation with enthusiasm, only to abandon them when life gets busy or overwhelming. The key is to adopt a flexible, compassionate attitude toward yourself and your practice. Start small, incorporating 1 or 2 techniques at a time, and expand as you feel ready. For example, if you're new to meditation, begin with just 5 minutes a day, perhaps using a guided recording or focusing on your breath. Over time, you can increase the duration or experiment with different styles like body scans, visualization, or mantra repetition. Similarly, if cultivating gratitude feels challenging, start by reflecting on one thing you're thankful for each evening before bed. gradually building up to a more detailed journaling practice. Small, sustainable habits compound over time, creating lasting changes that ripple through every aspect of your life. One of the most effective ways to integrate these practices is to anchor them to existing routines. Our brains thrive on patterns and associations, so linking mindfulness or meditation to activities you already perform regularly makes it easier to stick with them. For instance, you might take 3 slow, intentional breaths while brushing your teeth in the morning, turning this mundane task into a mindful ritual. During meals, savor each bite fully, noticing the flavors, textures, and aromas without distractions from phones or screens. On your commute, use the time to silently repeat a mantra or send wishes of kindness to fellow travelers. Even household chores like washing dishes or folding laundry can become opportunities for presence and gratitude if approached with awareness and intention. By embedding mindfulness into ordinary moments, you transform the mundane into the extraordinary, infusing your day with pockets of calm and joy. Another powerful strategy is to create transition rituals that signal shifts in focus or energy throughout the day. Transitions often go unnoticed, yet they hold immense potential for grounding and centering ourselves. Before starting work, take a few moments to set an intention for the day ahead, perhaps visualizing success or repeating affirmations like, "I am capable and calm." After finishing work, engage in a short meditation or stretch to release tension and mentally separate professional responsibilities from personal time. As evening approaches, establish a consistent wind-down routine that prepares your mind and body for rest. This might include dimming the lights, practicing gentle yoga, journaling, or listening to soothing music. Transition rituals act as bookends, framing periods of activity with moments of stillness and reflection, which helps maintain balance and prevent burnout. Mindful movement practices like yoga, tai chi, or walking meditation offer another avenue for integrating mindfulness into your daily life. Unlike seated meditation, these activities engage both the body and mind, making them accessible and enjoyable for individuals who struggle to sit still for extended periods. Yoga poses designed for relaxation, such as child's pose, legs up the wall, or forward fold, can be practiced in the evening to release physical tension and prepare for sleep. Tai Chi's flowing movements cultivate a sense of fluidity and grace, while walking meditation encourages you to connect with nature and appreciate the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other. Regardless of the form it takes, mindful movement strengthens the mind-body connection, reducing stress and enhancing overall well-being. For those juggling multiple responsibilities, whether parenting, caregiving, or managing demanding careers, finding time for formal practice can sometimes feel impossible. However, mindfulness doesn't require large chunks of uninterrupted time. It thrives in micro moments scattered throughout the day. When feeding a baby, notice the warmth of their skin against yours and the rhythm of their breathing. While waiting in line at the grocery store, observe the colors and shapes around you, appreciating the vibrancy of fresh produce or the kindness of a stranger holding the door open. If you're stuck in traffic, use the opportunity to breathe deeply and send compassion to other drivers. These fleeting pauses may seem insignificant, but they accumulate, creating a reservoir of calm that sustains you during challenging times. Technology, while often blamed for disrupting mindfulness and sleep, can also serve as a valuable ally when used intentionally. Apps like Calm, Headspace, Insight Timer, and Buddhify provide guided meditations tailored to various needs and schedules, offering support whenever and wherever you need it. Podcasts, audiobooks, and YouTube channels dedicated to mindfulness and Buddhism deliver teachings and inspiration directly to your device, allowing you to learn on the go. Digital reminders or alarms set at strategic intervals throughout the day can prompt you to pause and check in with yourself, asking questions like, "Am I present right now?" or "What do I need in this moment?" Even social media platforms can be repurposed for positivity by following accounts that share uplifting content, quotes, or guided practices. The key is to curate your digital landscape mindfully, ensuring it supports rather than detracts from your goals. Relationships are another fertile ground for integrating mindfulness and compassion. Loving-kindness meditation in particular fosters empathy and understanding, qualities that enhance interpersonal connections. Practice extending goodwill to family members, friends, colleagues, and even strangers you encounter in passing. For example, when someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of reacting with anger, silently wish them safety and patience. During conflicts, pause to acknowledge your emotions without judgment, then respond from a place of kindness rather than defensiveness. Teaching children mindfulness games or gratitude exercises instills valuable skills early on, equipping them to navigate challenges with resilience and grace. Acts of service, whether volunteering, helping a neighbor, or simply offering a listening ear, also embody the spirit of interconnectedness, reinforcing the idea that our actions ripple outward to benefit others. Workplaces, too, can become laboratories for mindfulness and compassion. Incorporating brief meditative breaks into your schedule boosts productivity and creativity while reducing stress. Encourage team meetings to begin with a moment of silence or gratitude, setting a tone of collaboration and mutual respect. Advocate for wellness initiatives like yoga classes, ergonomic assessments, or mental health resources that prioritize employee well-being. Even seemingly minor gestures like smiling at a coworker, expressing appreciation for their efforts, or stepping away from your desk for fresh air, contribute to a culture of mindfulness and care. By fostering a mindful workplace, you not only improve your own experience, but also inspire others to embrace similar practices. Physical health and sleep are deeply intertwined, and adopting mindful eating and exercise habits can amplify the benefits of your nighttime routine. Pay attention to how different foods affect your energy levels, mood, and digestion, choosing nourishing options that fuel your body without causing discomfort. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime, as these disrupt sleep cycles and impair restorative processes. Instead, opt for light snacks rich in tryptophan, magnesium, or melatonin, such as bananas, almonds, or cherries, that promote relaxation and improve sleep quality. Regular physical activity, especially outdoors, enhances cardiovascular health, reduces anxiety, and regulates circadian rhythms, all of which contribute to better sleep. Whether it's a brisk walk, a dance class, or a hike in nature, find forms of movement that bring you joy and make them non-negotiable parts of your week. Self-compassion is foundational to sustaining any practice over the long term. It's easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism when progress seems slow or setbacks occur. However, mindfulness teaches us to meet ourselves with kindness and curiosity, recognizing that growth is non-linear. If you miss a day of meditation or struggle to stay present during stressful situations, remind yourself that every moment is an opportunity to begin again. Celebrate small victories along the way, whether it's completing a week of consistent practice, noticing a reduction in anxiety, or simply feeling more grounded during difficult conversations. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend, acknowledging your efforts and honoring your humanity. Community plays a vital role in supporting and sustaining mindfulness practices. While individual effort is essential, connecting with others who share your values amplifies motivation and accountability. Join local meditation groups, attend retreats, or participate in online forums where you can exchange insights, ask questions, and receive encouragement. Sharing experiences with like-minded individuals reinforces the idea that you're part of something larger than yourself, a collective striving for peace, wisdom, and liberation. Teachers and mentors, whether in person or virtually, provide guidance and inspiration, helping you navigate challenges and deepen your understanding. Don't hesitate to seek out resources and communities that resonate with you, knowing that you're never alone on this path. Finally, remember that mindfulness and meditation are not destinations but ongoing journeys. There will be days when everything flows effortlessly, and others when resistance feels insurmountable. Embrace both extremes with equanimity, trusting that each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the peace and fulfillment you seek. As you continue integrating these practices into your daily life, Allow them to evolve alongside you, adapting to new circumstances and insights. What works today may shift tomorrow, and that's perfectly okay. Flexibility and openness are hallmarks of true mindfulness, enabling you to remain resilient and responsive in the face of change. In conclusion, integrating mindfulness, meditation, gratitude, loving-kindness, mantras, and sacred sleep practices into your daily life requires commitment, creativity, and compassion. By anchoring these techniques to existing routines, creating transition rituals, embracing mindful movement, leveraging technology, nurturing relationships, prioritizing physical health, practicing self-compassion, and connecting with community, you weave them seamlessly into the tapestry of your existence. These practices transcend sleep alone, touching every corner of your life with their transformative power. Together, let's carry forward the lessons of Buddhism, mindfulness, and meditation, knowing that each breath, each thought, and each action holds the potential to awaken us to greater clarity, connection, and joy. May your journey be filled with rest, peace, and boundless possibility, one mindful moment at a time. We've reached the end of our journey together, but in many ways, this is just the beginning. Over the past 2 hours, we've explored timeless practices rooted in Buddhism, mindfulness, and meditation, tools that have been guiding humanity toward peace, clarity, and restorative sleep for thousands of years. Together, we've uncovered how these teachings can transform not only your nights, but your entire relationship with yourself, others, and the world around you. If there's one thing I hope you take away from today, it's this. Deep sleep isn't something outside of you, it's already within you, waiting to be nurtured and embraced. By cultivating presence, compassion, and stillness through mindfulness and meditation, you create the conditions necessary for restful nights and energized days. These practices aren't about perfection, they're about progress. Each small step you take, whether it's taking 3 deep breaths before bed, writing down one thing you're grateful for, or simply pausing to notice the beauty around you, brings you closer to the peace and balance you deserve. Remember, the journey doesn't stop here. What you've learned today is meant to be lived, not stored away. Start small. Perhaps tonight, as you climb into bed, you'll try repeating a simple mantra like, "I am safe, I am at peace." Or maybe tomorrow morning, you'll begin your day with a few moments of mindful breathing, setting an intention to approach life with curiosity and kindness. Over time, these seemingly tiny actions will ripple outward, creating waves of positivity that touch every aspect of your existence. It's also important to honor where you are right now. If sleep has been elusive or stress feels overwhelming, know that you're not alone and you don't have to face these challenges alone. The tools we've discussed are here to support you, offering guidance whenever you need them. Be patient with yourself and trust that healing and transformation happen in their own time. Even on difficult nights, simply showing up for yourself with compassion makes all the difference. As we part ways, I want to leave you with a final thought inspired by Buddhist philosophy. Everything changes. Just as storms give way to clear skies, so too do sleepless nights eventually lead to restful ones. Embrace impermanence as a source of hope, knowing that no matter how challenging things feel in this moment, they won't last forever. In the meantime, anchor yourself in the practices we've shared: mindfulness, gratitude, loving kindness, mantras, and sacred spaces, and let them carry you forward with grace and resilience. Thank you for spending this time with me and for opening your heart to the possibilities of deeper rest and greater well-being. It's been an honor to guide you through this exploration of sleep, mindfulness, and meditation. Whether you're new to these practices or continuing a lifelong journey, I encourage you to keep going, to stay curious, compassionate, and committed to nurturing your mind, body, and spirit. Before we close, I'd like to invite you to take a moment to reflect on what resonated most deeply with you today. Was it the soothing rhythm of a mantra, the warmth of sending loving kindness to someone you care about, or perhaps the idea of transforming your bedroom into a sacred sanctuary. Whatever spoke to your soul, hold on to it tightly and let it inspire your next steps. If you found value in this video, please consider subscribing to the Mindful Zone for more content designed to help you live with greater awareness, joy, and ease. And if you feel called to share this experience with others, don't hesitate to pass it along. It might be exactly what someone else needs to hear right now. As we bring this session to a close, I invite you to take one final deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale. Feel the weight of any tension melting away, leaving you lighter, softer, and more grounded. Carry this sense of calm with you as you move forward, knowing that you always have access to the tools we've explored today. May your nights be filled with deep, restorative sleep. May your days be rich with presence and purpose. And may your heart remain open to the infinite possibilities of growth, connection, and love. Until next time, take care and remember, every moment is an opportunity to awaken. Namaste.